Hi, Manny. Top performers in the scrimmage, you'd point to who?
The one unit, for the most part, played like the ones. The twos overall played like the twos, and the threes definitely played like the threes. You wish that, as a coach, you wish the twos would play more like ones at times, and some of them do, but the collective of them all just gave up way too many big plays for our liking. The first group, it was all the usual suspects playing well. I mean, Jaquan Johnson and Red Wine, big. One of the great things coming out of camp is the development of Javonte Dean. Had 2 interceptions and really played well. On Saturday night should do wonders for his confidence. So again, and we were down a few guys, so it's opportunities for some guys that might be twos to play with the ones, and they stepped up, rose to the challenge. We just got to get, we'd like it to have it where we've got that, feeling we can bring 22 guys in the game and not have a drop off, and we may not be there yet.
Hey Manny, Joe Jackson, Demetrius Jackson, do you protect them at all in practice like today, or are they getting their usual reps? We just watch parts of it, so it's hard to tell sometimes.
It depends. All that information comes from the training room, so not us. If they tell us that they're good to go, then they get out there and go, and if they tell us,
you don't give guys days off just because they're seniors or they've had injuries.
No. There's no one that's got the game figured out enough that they don't need to come out here and work to get better.
Is Joe Jackson okay? I saw a brace on his elbow over his arm.
Just a protective thing. Just to protect the elbow.
Has either Tito or John Ford done enough to push Pat, or is Pat your starting defensive tackle next to Gerald?
We were not ready to say who was first yet, but and then we continue to be impressed with Tito, but that will probably be one of the final decisions we make going. But Pat Bethel just continues to do everything that Coach Simpson asked, and has really been a solid guy, different guy than what he was a year ago.
Manny, how about the progress of Scott Patchen through camp? What have you seen from him?
Probably had his best scrimmage on Saturday, which was good to see. Scott's can always give you high effort, toughness. Scott's been around so long that you think he's an experienced guy. He hasn't played that much, and so at times he just is really benefiting from all the at bats he's gotten now that he's finally healthy, and just needs to go into the game and just play.
Javonte Dean, a couple interceptions. I think his coverage has always been great. I wanted to ask you, his tackling, being more physical, has that come along also?
Yeah, he's doing a good job being physical at the point of attack. He's gotten a lot stronger through our strength staff. His coverage has not always been great. His coverage is really getting better, getting more consistent. A lot of it's just understanding the defense, and not just playing, being able to play one coverage, being able to rotate through the different calls.
What kind of growth have you seen from Jonathan Garvin since last year? I know he's really worked on his body, kind of bulk up.
Yeah, other than just getting physically better, I think the thing that stands out with Garvin is his maturity. So for a young guy, not resting on what he did a year ago, it's easy to say, hey, I made some good plays, I'll be fine. That's usually why sophomores appear to be sliding. Normally they're getting a little bit better, but the expectation changes, and they don't understand to push themselves to that next level. And Neo's a very mature kid, very serious about his craft, and because of that, he's really done a nice job of not being satisfied with the plays he made a year ago and really trying to become an every down guy.
I know there was a breakdown with Amari in the spring game. Has Carter improved? Where have you seen growth from him?
Yeah, gosh, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I mean, we know he's one of the hardest hitters on our team. The question now is that are you at the safety position? Are you the dependable guy? Because not every tackle has to be a movie tackle. Where the guy ends up like Charlie Brown, head over heels and all this. So if the biggest thing we call it the get the guy on the ground. You got to make the get the guy on the ground tackle. They do not award style points for that, but that allows our defense to line up and play another play. So the great thing about Amari is that he's a great young man. He's a very diligent, hard worker, very intelligent, and really wants to get better every day.
Manny, I know it's the other side of the ball, but you're looking at him as the defensive coordinator. What have you seen from the second, third, fourth QBs and Nkosi and Cade? I mean, how much growth have you seen from that group?
Yeah, I think the whole group has gotten better. I think what helps all of our quarterbacks out is just our skill. We have a lot of guys that are really hard to cover. So it just makes sense. I mean, quarterbacks, we usually say they get more credit and more blame at times than worth, and so the people that are around those guys and the way we're able to run the football now, I mean, it allows whoever's in the driver's seat to have more success.
And that's only a couple of scrimmages, but where do you see the depth right now? How deep can you go, you think, with this rotation?
Well, we'll have to find out. We'll really wait till Wednesday to say, okay, here's the guys we'll really have, access to the field against LSU, and the other ones that if they go out there, then we're all going to be kind of watching with one eye closed. Up front, certainly at defensive end, we know we have depth there. D tackle, we talk about that battle kind of going down into the last week. But you got to play 8 up front. I mean, you just can't make it in a game without having 8 you can play up front. The question now is going to be, what's the rep? What are they going to look? Is it 50-50? Is it 60-40? Is it 80-20? Is it sub only when necessary? I mean, that's what the guys. That's not even our call. We say, hey, that's up to you to decide how much you play. Certainly, linebacker, we feel like we've got more depth than we've had. We love our depth at inside linebacker. Saying that we got some young corners. I think the development of DJ Ivey and Al Blades in this training camp has really made us feel better about our depth at the corner situation. The development of Rob Knowles, a different guy than what he was a year ago, makes us feel better about our safety position, along with Amari Carter and Garvin Hall getting more action. So you know us. If you've seen us the last couple of years, we will be rolling guys. But now the question will be at what ratio.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all so
Thanks,
much.
Manny.
Appreciate it.